part of a more political series that I've been writing for a long time. These poems occur around instances of violence in India. Some of them have to do more with violence against women. This poem specifically has to do with bombings on the Taj Mahal Hotel and Oberoi Trident in 2008. And in a lot of these poems, the speaker is a collective we, but I don't take great pains to identify who we is. I think it's anyone who's affected by that violence or who's a witness to the violence. They may not be involved in the actual scene of the bombing, for instance, but they're sort of on the sidelines, and I'm interested in seeing how those instances affect people on the sidelines right now. From our bedroom. We're by the window, chopping bone beans when the glass shatters outside. We duck at the thud when the taxi ceases to leave. The air smells of coast and trash and burning cabbage. Smoke and firelight make ginger of the sky. Fire like we've seen before. This is our cue. We crawl to the bed, flatten our bodies underneath. Warm linoleum presses our cheeks. Our sweating hands touch while detonations refract down the block. We stay like this overnight, toes alert, eyelids twitching. The television susurrates of ladders pouring from the hotel's holes, hostages by the hundreds, the tick of explosives into gutting. We recite our parents' phone numbers, secret questions for bank accounts, things we've hidden in the bottoms of drawers. We apologize for what we've each written about the other, in emails, journals. 9 men are shot in the hotel lobby. As the newscaster's voice wavers in fading moonlight, we make such brave promises. We whisper of hidden gold jewelry. This next poem, the title is pretty self-explanatory. I'm reading this because David told me to. Thank you, David. Yeah, so yeah. It's called Looking Through a Telescope at the Moon the Day Neil Armstrong Died. This actually happened to me, which I still can't even wrap my brain around. I was at a wedding on the day Neil Armstrong died, and it was at, what are they called? Yeah, observatory?
Yeah.
Observatory. I was going to say conservatory, but those are planets. Observatory, and there was this giant telescope, and we got to look at the moon and look at, there was a map of the moon on the wall that showed the landing sites from each expedition to the moon. So myself and someone that I used to be with were trying to locate where Neil Armstrong landed, and it's virtually impossible, and it's a very advanced telescope, and it's still really hard to discern between light and dark when you're looking kind of out of focus and with one eye, and it's very interesting. So that's the title, Looking Through a Telescope at the Moon the Day Neil Armstrong Died. We locate Apollo's landing site on a map that shows there are 2 sides to everything, and one is always dark, Maria, unfathomable ocean. The dome above is cracked, and only a sliver of 7 o'clock sky peeks down. How dizzying, these fickle attempts to track my lover's swells, swift black shifts like a night sky peeling. We are determined to find Armstrong's footing. All expectation and no satisfaction, all wax, no wane. And yes, we drift in cycles I don't keep track of anymore. On the wooden viewing platform, the Cincinnati Observatory employee tells me the moon in this lens is reversed, so I see east where I should see waning curve. Even if things were right side up, our wrongs don't follow laws or adhere to astronomy. In the end, nothing negates, and what is right is too much here. I cannot find the grounding crater. The selenic overwhelms, and I clutch the eyepiece, a teetering drunk, unsteady even with my heels off, my lover smiling up at me from the ground. Did you find Apollo, he asks, and I think, oh, what a tease you are, Moon, a contradiction, a lie of light and dark, your surface reeking of gunpowder, your tendency to decompose liquid. So I wrote this poem after watching, like on YouTube at like 2 in the morning, Cell Block Tango from Chicago, the musical. I thought about not including it in my description of the poem, but I think it really informs it. That's all I can say without being too funny. I'll stop. Okay. It's called Cells. Nothing more can be said about concrete than the cold. A lightless filament, bulb dancing on shredded wire, is the only thing shining on me now. The moon's nerve is pinched outside the bar window, crooning its redemptive song. No, here the moon is a coroner guarding each fortuitous grave. Yes, I didn't try to ignore the surge. Something shifted in my lungs and suddenly collapsed. A botched house, a flimsy stack of cards. I thought, this must be how it feels to drown with your mouth open. I had painted a series, black and white portraits of my lover's torso, tracing the bends in blind contour first. Sometimes, when I looked at him, I saw a spine full of stars, like what's best was always left elsewhere. That's how it is with light. It's one thing to travel and another to wane. This is what I tell myself. I tell myself my mantra is not stupid, but I have this stupid mantra about freedom and youth that fails me whenever my lover is in a funk, smelling of funk. I have a motto that says, nothing is better than something, right? Right. I have a mantra that says nothing is colder than my untouched skin.